Good morning. I'm Dr. Tom Isherwood and President. I declare the 2013 Reinhardt University Commencement Ceremony open. To ensure respect and dignity of this ceremony for our graduates, we ask that all cellular phones and other electronic devices be turned off until the end of this ceremony. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Reverend Tim Emmett.
This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let us pray. This is a day that you, O God, have made. Therefore, we rejoice and are glad and give thanks for these students, for the gifts that you have given them, for the skills that they've acquired, for the people they've become. Men and women, we are eager to celebrate. Men and women, we're proud to send forth bearing the name Alumni of Reinhardt. This is a day that you, O God, have made. Therefore, we rejoice and are glad and give thanks for their families. Families that have challenged and encouraged them, pushed and prayed, and in some cases paid for them in the hope that this day would come, this day of rejoicing, this day of great gladness. This is a day that you, O God, have made. Therefore, we rejoice and are glad and give thanks for the faculty, staff, and supporters of Reinhardt University, men and women who have given their best so that these students could do their best and become their best. This is a day that you, O God, have made. Therefore, we rejoice and are glad and give thanks for Jesus, who died that we might live, who was raised that we might rise into the fullness of your love, the fullness of your grace, the fullness of that life that really is life. This is the day that you, O God, have made. Help us to rejoice and be glad and give thanks. Amen. Please be seated.
I welcome our students, families, friends, and alumni on this, our commencement day. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to acknowledge the chairman of the Reinhardt University Board of Trustees and graduate of Reinhardt, Mr. William G. Hasty, Jr. I ask that any other members of the Board of Trustees, the university's administration, and the university's faculty to stand and be recognized for their hard work and wonderful efforts. It is tradition for the president to offer a charge to students as they graduate. To our graduates, there are points in time that we do not forget. This is one of those for you. Congratulations. We are very proud of you. We are also grateful to each and every one of you. You have continued the traditions of this university by bringing to us your energy, your enthusiasm, and your spirit. Students like you have always been the center of all that we do and always will be. This is a day that you naturally look to the future. Let me express what I hope you will take with you from your Reinhardt experience. I hope that each one of you has learned to doubt your doubts. If you think you can't succeed at some challenge, I hope your experience at Reinhardt has shown you that you're probably wrong. You can and you will. I sincerely hope that you change the world. I would be, in my fanciful wish, that none of you would fold into the common, predictable patterns of life, but that you would change the world. To do so will be a challenge, and it will demand risk-taking. Please, for our sake, take those risks. Continue to search for meaning in your life. The search never ends, it just moves on. While you enjoy success, wealth, status, or fame, if you do so without love, all else is worthless. I hope you live with the joy of belief. Faith is joy, and from time to time, when we all experience sadness, faith is strong. My charge to you is from Micah chapter 6, verse 8. What does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. Always know that we are here for you and that we love you. God bless you, and again, congratulations. Commencement provides the university community an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of our students. Today, we will have a summa cum laude graduate address our ceremony on behalf of the graduating class of 2013. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Emily Burgess.
Members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Isherwood, distinguished faculty, staff, parents, and friends, good morning and welcome to Reinhardt University. Most importantly, welcome, class of 2013. We've finally arrived at one of the greatest milestones in our lives, a day to celebrate accomplishments and a time to create and enjoy new memories that will last a lifetime. It's also a day to say some goodbyes and take the first large step towards our bright futures. 4 years ago, before beginning my time at Reinhardt, then college, I could have never imagined speaking in front of all of you today. I was a shy 18-year-old student sitting at the back of classrooms, choosing to see rather than be seen. About 2 weeks into the semester, that began to change. I applied for and was offered a student worker position in the mailroom and human resources. And if any of you have ever paid them a visit, you quickly realize that working with Jean and Mary forces you right out of your shell. They truly are the best. As months and semesters began to progress forward, so did my confidence. With a more determined focus to follow my dreams of becoming a teacher and a better understanding of what college was all about, I began to see Reinhardt was exactly where I belonged. Even my seating arrangement in the classroom changed from back row to front and center. With encouragement from many of my professors, I began to complete group assignments, thus sparking new friendships and creating a stronger work ethic. Working with the Student Government Association, or better known as SGA, was the icing on the cake for me. I began to realize that this shy, reserved commuting student truly did, as the motto goes, have a voice. I began to use that voice, along with other SGA members, to help fellow classmates. Now, whether you're in SGA, on a sports team, in a club or honor society, a commuter, or a resident, I'm sure our stories of Reinhardt University share one common theme: friendship. Friendships with classmates, teammates, team leaders, resident assistants, and even professional relationships with faculty and staff are as quick to bloom at Reinhardt as Zach White's tulips on the front lawn. Some of my most treasured Reinhardt memories are shared with my friends around me. Whether it was our dancing and singing as student workers sorting mail, a heated SGA debate meeting, a class full of tears and tissues after one of Mr. Norton's sweet stories, or sharing a good laugh as I walked from Hagen to Tarpley with the wolf pack. The power of friendship and camaraderie permeates the Reinhardt campus. I learned the value of friendship at the early age of 16 when I lost my best friend in a car accident. I still value and cherish the friendship that we shared each and every day. Because of this, I encourage each of you to keep these friendships, the friendships you have created, close to you as you journey into your future. Lean on them when times get tough, and embrace the laughter that goes along with having such great friends and such treasured memories. I also want to challenge you to show your gratitude to all of those around you who have guided you to the very seat you're sitting in today. All of us have invited our biggest life's fans to root us on from these stands, along with a family cheering us on from behind their computer screens at home. Without these special people in our lives, we would not have the drive nor the ambition to be here today. Professors, faculty, and staff have made our college ambitions that 4 years ago seemed so distant become a reality. Thank them. Their hard work, dedication, and courtesy that each of them display should never go unnoticed. There is no possible way that there are any better professors than ones we are so fortunate to have here at Reinhardt. Without them, we would not have the possibility or hope of continuing to pursue our life dreams into a profession that we love. Along with these people, remember those in your life who have supported you along your pathway to your dreams, but who are unfortunately not here to witness your success. One we should all especially remember today is Dr. Bob Driscoll, Vice President and Dean for Academic Affairs of the university. Without all of his hard work and dedication to Reinhardt, our academics program would not be as dynamic as they are. I think it's important for us to remember him on this special day in our lives. I would like to dedicate this speech to those people that were important to me who are not able to be here today. That best friend that I lost at 16, and my mama, who both did so much to shape me into the person I am today. I feel so very fortunate to have been able to graduate early and put my newly gained academics to use. I've successfully achieved the dream I've had since I was 8 years old. I am currently teaching a very special group of third graders at Clark Creek Elementary in southern Cherokee County. Reinhardt has made this possible. The Price School has made this possible. My professors and advisor have made this possible. To all of you, I'm humbly thankful. What a truly awing experience it is to watch your lifelong dreams become everything you hoped they would be and more. Once you step from these doors today, it is my sincere wish that you do go for your dreams. Whether your goal is to continue your career search, continue a current job, begin a new dream, or return to school to even further your education, may you always have the drive to seek out your goals and ambitions. But most important of all, do what you love, be yourself, and always give thanks. I would like to leave you with a famous quote that I use to inspire my students in my own classroom each day. Shoot for the moon. If you fail, at least you've landed among the stars. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2013. We finally did it.
Thank you, Emily. I would like to introduce Dr. Martha Shaw and the Reinhardt University Chamber Singers, who will provide special music for this occasion. Sam Olens was sworn in as Georgia's 53rd Attorney General on January 10, 2011. He was chairman of the Cobb County Board of Commissioners from August 2002 through March 2010. Previously, he served as Cobb County District 3 Commissioner from 1999 through June 2002. From December 2004 through 2009, he was chairman of the Atlanta Regional Commission. He was also vice chairman of the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District from 2005 through March 2010. He was appointed by Governor Sonny Perdue to represent the 6th Congressional District on Georgia's Department of Community Affairs Board in 2003 and served through 2010. He also serves on various boards of nonprofit organizations. He is the recipient of numerous awards and honors, including the 2008 Tom Bradley Leadership Award by the National Association of Regional Councils, and the 2007 Excellence in Public Service Award by the University of Georgia's Carl Vinson Institute. For the past 8 years, Georgia Trend magazine has listed him as one of the 100 most influential Georgians. He graduated from Emory University School of Law in 1983 and was a partner in the firm of Azor and Olens from 1983 through 2010. He and his wife Lisa have 2 children, Lauren and Jonathan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome our commencement speaker, the Honorable Sam Olens.
Well, good morning. Dr. Isherwood, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents, and most importantly, graduates. I'm honored to be here with you today on this momentous occasion. I was actually just at a ceremony like this last May as my daughter graduated from college. I have 2 more years till my youngest then has his college graduation. Actually comes home tomorrow. So graduates, this is your day, a day to celebrate your accomplishments with your friends, your families, your professors, your mentors. But you have many more fine days ahead of you and many more obligations ahead, and I think that's where I plan on going in the few minutes that I will take this morning. Now, I know that it's not about me today, it's about you, so I promise you my comments are not long. But I will try and give you a couple pearls of wisdom that I've learned over the years, and hopefully you will think that I'm not too old or too old-fashioned with regard to these comments that I will give. But let me first start with your university, because we live in an age where few people have values. We live in an age where few people have a sense of mission. And you've been blessed to attend a university that since 1883 has provided that high-quality liberal arts education where the student comes first. You've had the opportunity to learn at a university on the rise with new programs, new initiatives. You've had the opportunity to be here on a campus where the students genuinely look to learn every day and to succeed thereafter. Few institutions place that emphasis on the whole person. Most institutions place emphasis on haste and not value or the person. So as was referenced earlier about the value of lifelong friends, that's true. And you'll meet many more lifelong friends for years to come. But life is a journey. Life is a mission. And having reached the milestone today to become a college graduate, you're still only a small part on that journey. I was born in Miami, but I lost my mom at age 5, and we were then shipped up north towards Delaware. We were moved to a town with millions of chickens. Let me ask you to assume Gainesville doesn't know what a chicken is compared to where I was raised. Now, we had chickens and we had fresh chicken livers. What we did not have were jobs. So it became very clear to me as I moved to that community that education was really the ticket of success, that education was really the vehicle to be what one wanted to be. My father died shortly thereafter. My uncle died shortly thereafter. It was not what you would consider the ideal childhood. But once again, I learned that if I worked hard and studied, I could be whatever I wanted to be. My sister told me I was going to go to Emory for law school. I had no clue. I had moved to New York when I went to the first day for new students at Emory Law School. I had never lived in New York. Having said that, due to my accent, y'all think I'm from New York, even though I've never lived in New York. But I got a great legal education at Emory. It is a great liberal arts education, and it taught me how to succeed. So as we're here today, I graduated law school 30 years ago, and it has been a great ride. If anyone would have told me that this kid from Florida that was moved up to Chickenville would be the state's lawyer, I would have said, you know, folks are hallucinating. But that's the beauty of our country. That's the beauty of our system. So let's talk a little bit about what I've learned over those years. You know, people graduate and they get degrees and they think they've become a leader. But it takes an awful lot to be a leader. And most individuals don't even try and find the variables involved to succeed in that regard. They think they were born with it. And I'm here to suggest to you that you're not born as a leader. You're born with the ability to learn. And if you try every day to learn, you will then become a leader. See, I loved the fact that I could come home, bring homework home, and show my children that it was important as an adult to still learn every night and to still read every night and to show them that while they pouted about having homework every day, that they'll have homework all their life if they want to succeed. Because I never wanted the kind of job that was 9 to 5 and then I came home and didn't need to learn anymore. I want to have the kind of job where I constantly need to learn, where I constantly seek to improve. So clearly you have to be yourself. The whole idea that you're going to read a book and it's going to tell you how a leader just isn't accurate. You have to be yourself. You have to be true to yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. And you've got to learn along the journey. If you think you've gone a couple weeks where you haven't learned, then you're doing something wrong. You have to build consensus. You see all these great little quotes, but you know, you can't lead by directing people. You can't lead by telling people. You lead by listening to people, earning their trust, and bringing them with you. If you tell them what they're going to do, they resent it, and they're gone the first time they have the opportunity. So it's all about that L word called listen, which is what elected officials, I would suggest, do very poorly in general. The fact that you have a name on the ballot and you win doesn't mean you know anything. No different from anyone else in society. It's about learning and learning and listening. You know, I always talk about the golden rule because it's been my experience that the folks that give the most to me are the folks I gave to the most without seeking anything in return. When I decided to run statewide, there was a gentleman who used to send us emails in Cobb County because when I first was elected, our transit system was, shall we say, terrible. Don't look for heat or air conditioning, or you'd have condensation. You know, the bus would always be late. And there was this one lawyer who'd always complain. And I'd press the reply key, and unlike other individuals who would sort of growl back at him, I'd say, "Sir, I'm sorry. I know it's not good. I know we need to improve the service, and we're working on it. We're gonna make some changes." Well, when I ran statewide, I ended up finding out he had a brother in Valdosta. He ran my whole campaign in South Georgia. Now, it wasn't that when I talked to his brother I ever thought I'd get a benefit. It was that I treated his brother the way I wanted to be treated. And I've learned time and again throughout life that if I just treat people the way I want to be treated, good things happen. It's not that you're looking for something to happen, it's that people want to do good things for you. So I'm a big fan of humility. You won't, have any of you seen the video this week with Reese Witherspoon? Do you know who I am? Yeah, Turkey. You don't go up to a police officer and say, "I'm an American citizen, and do you know who I am?" Follow the law. You sit there and say, "My God, I'm hoping your parents taught you better." We're never above the law. Whoever we are, we're never above the law. I get a badge due to the prosecution part of the job. It's never left my desk because I never want to get stopped by a cop and have him make reference to the fact that I have a prosecutor's badge on me. If I do something wrong, give me the ticket. Let me pay the fine. Don't treat me special because it will come back to hurt me. It's all about wanting to be treated the same. And yes, as you've gathered, I am politically incorrect. I refuse to play that game. I like to sell it as it is. I like to be candid. Now, as graduates, you still have to take many risks, and I would suggest to you that you need to take many risks. The key is educated risks. But if your life is boring and you never take a risk, your life's over. So you've got to continue to take risks. You've got to continue to reach out. You've got to continue to want to improve. And one of the things I tell folks all the time is never lower your expectations. Heck, you think when I was living in a town where the best thing was fresh chicken livers, I thought once again of going to law school or being the state's lawyer? You always raise your expectations. You always seek to do more than you ever think you can, because you may actually be surprised and even do that much more. So you've always got to have that search. You've always got to have that goal. Life is too short to think that when you get a college degree, your education is over. Think about what we know now that we didn't know 20 years ago. You know, how many times do I go up to my children, my 20 and 23-year-old, and ask me how to do something when it comes to technology now? What's it going to be like 20 years from now? You're going to be in the same situation I am now, where they're going to look at you and say, boy, you're dumb. How did you ever get ahead in life? So you've got to constantly be striving. We have too many folks in our country who care all about material wealth and not spiritual wealth. It's all about their bank account. It's all about their car. It's not about their person. It's not about their family. It's not about their children. You've had a special education here where you're taught the right way. You know, Albert Einstein stated, become a person of value, not a person of success. For if you are a person of value, you are a success. Your diploma clearly is your ticket to riches, but you choose what kind of riches. You choose whether it's shallow or you choose whether it's fulfilling. You choose whether it keeps your goals in the right direction. You know, that statement, what would your mama think? Worked at 16, works at 21, works at 55. There's never a day I don't sit there and say, oh my God, I better be careful what I say because I don't want to embarrass folks whether they're living or not. You want to show you had the right background. So as we embrace the thirst for lifelong learning, we need to understand that the word I is irrelevant. It's the word we. We're all about a team here on this planet. We're all about improving. And let's face it, I'm not going to tell you my generation's doing such a great job. We got plenty of problems. It's obscene to me the debt you have when we look at our country's fiscal situation. It's obscene that we have almost 60% of our public school children needing free or reduced lunch. It's obscene that we have the poverty in this country that we still have. So you have much to do. You have much, much to do. My favorite quote is from Winston Churchill, and it is, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Because it's all about the giving, not about the getting. And you've had that education here to give back. Now, I know at the moment you're thinking about the job, you're thinking about the car, you're thinking about getting ahead. But please keep in mind, it's much, much more than that. When you look back after raising children, it's not the bank account. It's whether you've improved our world, whether you've repaired our world, whether you've made it a better place to be. So you've received an outstanding education here. You're armed with your degree. You're dreaming big. Now the job is whether you're going to be worth that education, whether you're going to, in fact, live big dreams or seek to be comfortable. My challenge is never be comfortable. always take those educated risks, always seek to improve the lot of others. Congratulations. God bless you. My honor to be with you today.
Thank you, Mr. Olens, for that wonderful speech, for pointing again to what's important in life, and for knowing this wonderful university so well. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Mr. Ryan Satterfield, First Vice President of the Alumni Board of Governors.
Good morning. It is a great pleasure to recognize the Golden Anniversary class, the class of 1963. Would all members of the Golden Anniversary Alumni class of 1963 please stand? Antonio Rios lives in Snellville, Georgia, where he has spent the last 40 years working as a nurse anesthetist. Miss Linda Barnes Johnson lives in Jasper, Georgia. She is a retired educator from Pickens County. Mr. D. Kenneth Chapman lives in North Woodstock, New Hampshire. He is currently an actor, EMT and paramedic, moderator, and an entrepreneur. The Reverend Sandra D. Henry also lives in Canton, Georgia. She is an ordained deacon serving the United Methodist Church for the past 40 years. Miss Sandra Stevens Williams lives in Canton, Georgia, where she continues to work as a psychotherapist with the Blue Ridge Psychotherapy Associates. On behalf of the Reinhardt University Alumni Association, I want to congratulate you and most importantly, thank you for being loyal supporters of Reinhardt for the past 50 years. You may be seated. Will the class of 2013 please stand? At the end of this ceremony, you will become graduates of Reinhardt University. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Reinhardt University Alumni Association. The purpose of the Alumni Association is twofold, and I hope that you'll take both of these goals to heart. The first one is an easy one for anyone who loves Reinhardt. It's simply to promote and to support Reinhardt University. I know each of you will do that. Secondly, is to provide you with the means for the continuation of the friendships and the many associations that you have formed here during the years. We know that each of you will choose to be an active member of the Alumni Association, and we want you to know that the Alumni Association needs you to be active. Speaking from firsthand experience, I'm confident you'll find that there will be a very rich and rewarding experience serving our Alumni Association. On behalf of the officers and the members of the Reinhardt University Alumni Association, I say welcome and best wishes and much success in the days ahead. Once again, congratulations. You may be seated.
We are privileged to award degrees at the graduate level. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Pamela Weeks, who is speaking on behalf of all graduate students.
Good morning. For many years, I hosted a children's television program. So normally, when I'm up this early in the morning, standing in front of a large audience, I'm singing with a 6-foot dog named Buffy. Not today. I am honored to stand before you. Dr. Isherwood, board members, alumni, faculty, distinguished guests, family, dear friends, and valued MBA cohorts, and the class of 2013. Our day has come. We have everything we need. I am here to affirm that hard work, persistence, dedication, sacrifice, and education can bring positive change in our lives. I remember one afternoon in 2000, I went to visit a friend and mentor. I shared with her that I needed new tools and education to complete the work that I felt that I had been called to do. My children's show had been created. We also produced TV shows, had nationwide syndication with an independent network, plus we had distribution in the national educational market. However, I felt that I needed to do more, but I was not sure how to do that. My mentor suggested that I call Donna Hunt at Reinhardt University at North Fulton, where her grandson was attending. As we talked from her cordless house phone, yes, young people, I am ancient. I remember house phones. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It may be on Wikipedia. I thought Miss Hunt would laugh at me and probably just quickly hang up the phone. You see, I had been out of school for 25 years. Donna Hunt did not laugh at me, nor did she hang up the phone. We've laughed for many years, but she has never laughed at me. She gave me an appointment that changed my life. My grandmother had just passed away after a long, courageous battle with Alzheimer's. I was ready for a change and to add something new to my life. You see, it had gotten to the point that I would drive by colleges, look at the students, and ponder over what they had that I did not because I had not finished my degree. It was important to me. That visit to North Fulton, where I was supported in my dream of returning to school and learning that my previous college credits were transferable, led me to standing in this very room in 2005, where I graduated summa cum laude from the ORL program, surrounded by the love and pride of my family and friends. Dr. Don Wilson, Dean of McCamish Business School, and his staff had adequately prepared me for what was about to happen in my life. The untimely and abrupt ending to a 15-year performance contract and conclusion to one segment of my life led me out of my comfort zone. Yet my degree and training at Reinhardt allowed me to accept a job in South Korea. There I taught English for 2 years, served as English director at E.G. Child, in addition to teaching addiction studies at Wokwang University. My time in South Korea was gratifying, but fought many challenges as I faced emergency back surgery and the sudden death of my father, making it impossible for me to come home, to be with my family, to say goodbye. Once again, I became restless. I realized that I needed new tools, resources, and education. When my teaching contract ended, I did not renew. I knew there was work to be done back home. When I returned to the United States, and upon again feeling confident enough to drive a car, after 2 years of walking, taking the subway and cabs in South Korea, I returned to visit Donna at North Fulton and applied to the MBA program. Thank you for accepting me. During the last year and a half, I've had the pleasure of working with brilliant cohort members, great professors, mentors, and leaders. As a result, I was able to develop a business plan and open DeKalb DUI School in June of last year. Knowledge gained from the Reinhardt MBA program has made it invaluable to my ability to start and run my own business. I am living proof that anything is possible to a willing heart. I'm just a little country girl with big dreams, but dreams do come true. The power of choice lies within each of us. Many times I've been afraid when faced with those critical decisions. One of my favorite books is Jesus CEO, Author Laura Beth Jones tells a story of a woman who had a nightmare. She was being chased by a bear. He chased her up and down and all around. Finally, the woman was cornered by the bear. She screams, "Ah! Are you going to kill me now?" The bear simply replied, "You tell me, lady. This is your dream." Our life is our dream. What do we want to happen next? Whether you think you can or can't, you're right, said Henry Ford. What do you think? I think we can. Now, go in peace and take on the world and tell them Reinhardt sent you. Blessings.
Now comes the time we've all been waiting for, the awarding of degrees. Degrees will be awarded in the following order: associate degrees first, then bachelor's degrees from the School of Arts and Humanities, the McCamish School of Business, the Price School of Education, the School of Mathematics and Sciences, and the School of Music. Master's degrees will then follow. Each school dean will request that all of the graduating candidates come to the stage as a group for their individual presentation and the awarding of degrees. I ask members of the audience to be respectful of others while taking pictures. On behalf of the university-wide faculty, I am pleased to invite all those students who are candidates for the associate degree to please come forward.
Iwena Charlotte Dock. Jennifer Ruth Gleason. Nicholas Floyd James. DeAndrea Bridgette Price. And receiving a posthumous associate degree in criminal justice for Sean Callahan, please welcome Sean's mother, Darlene Rogers, and Sean's girlfriend, Mel Benjamin.
As Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities, I am pleased to invite the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts to come forward for presentation of their degrees.
Stephanie Margaret Autry, cum laude. Brittany Marie Brown, magna cum laude. Samantha Lee Cannewell. Wade Christian Davis, summa cum laude. Emily Ruth Feitz, magna cum laude. Lady Tinley Gaddis. Patrick Ryan Hall, magna cum laude. Angela Marie Harkins, summa cum laude. Caitlin Brooke Henderson, cum laude. Stephen Patrick Carafa, cum laude. Courtney Marie Lill. Lauren Elizabeth Long, magna cum laude. Hannah Christine Mayo, summa cum laude. Mary Elizabeth McDougald. Jed Martin Mills. Claire Marie Moore. Anna Grace Nation. Carolyn Rodriguez Alves Pededa. Jesse Shane Reese. Trevor Carlisle Rhodes, cum laude. Sarah Ann Roper, cum laude. Daria Ansley Russell, summa cum laude. Courtney Elizabeth Schultz. Nathan Allen Schulman. Elizabeth Ann Shavy, summa cum laude. Carrie Helene Whipple.
Good morning. I'm Don Wilson. As Dean of the McCamish School of Business, it is my pleasure to invite the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science to come forward for presentation of their degrees.
Anas Altanawe. Sean Wade Bogus, cum laude. Michael Alexander Bowman. Wendy Ann Buckner, magna cum laude. Andrew Tyler Cobb, cum laude. Laura Andrea Cohen, cum laude. Daniel Robert Colburn. Daniel Eugene Combs, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Connolly. April Michelle Cowan, summa cum laude. Randall E. Kreider, summa cum laude. Dustin Andrew Davey, magna cum laude. Lucas Samuel Hall, cum laude. Daniel Patrick Higgins, cum laude. Cynthia Belinda Hill. Chelsea Danielle Heiss, summa cum laude. Blake Everett Hodge, magna cum laude. Donna Faye Hopper, magna cum laude. Zachary Allen Kless. Caitlin Rochelle Nyer, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Corbismeyer. Amanda Carolyn Lamb, magna cum laude. Daniel Robert Levine, cum laude. Tanya Lynn Logan, cum laude. Charles Russell McCauley. Matthew Richard Malier. Spencer Monroe Miller, summa cum laude. Lee Britton Mitchell. James Montgomery III. Shay Monique Montgomery, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth O'Banion. Allison Elise Patnode, magna cum laude. Dana Lee Pierce. Henry James Plager. Michaela Randall, magna cum laude. Leslie Ann Ratchford, magna cum laude. Elizabeth C. Raymond, magna cum laude. Isaac Lovis Roller, magna cum laude. James Daniel Sarton, magna cum laude. Carolyn Lincoln Sicard. Christopher David Smith, magna cum laude. Nicole L. Sutherland, cum laude. Kenneth Edwin Stanton III. Suzanne Arrowwood Stewart, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Rose Taylor. Jamil W. Thomas. Tommy Charles Tompkins. Lindsay Elizabeth Tomlinson. Robert John Tulin. James Leon Waters III, cum laude. Robert Whitehead. Elizabeth W. Williams, cum laude. Stacy Dean Williams, summa cum laude. Wayne Howard Williams, Jr., cum laude. Brittany Lee Wimpy. Mark Ian Withers, cum laude.
Clients to come forward for presentation of their degrees. Kayla Marie Aiken.
Joseph Barton Arancibia. Jessica Irene Brown. Stacy Jean Busey. Emily Anna Birches, summa cum laude. Chrissy Renee Butler, magna cum laude. Jordan Michelle Byers, cum laude. Adrienne Gillis Campbell. Jerome Carmichael. Erica Annette Chappell. Felicia LeVay Childers, cum laude. Maria Alonda Collins, cum laude. Brittany Elise Cook, magna cum laude. Jack Stewart Colton, cum laude. Lisa Jolynn Elrod, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Garrett, magna cum laude. Roseanne Renee Hamrick, magna cum laude. Matthew Robert Hartwell, cum laude. Sarah Bethany Hewitt, magna cum laude. Jerry Dawn Houston, cum laude. Channing Alexander Hoyt. Sharika Latasha Jenkins. Misty Nicole Jordan, cum laude. Melinda Emmanuel Martinez, cum laude. Tanya Ashley McDonald. Davis Victor Miller, cum laude. Larissa Lynn Orton, cum laude. Jessica B. Payne, magna cum laude. Rochelle E. Pinson. Darcy Lee Plavick, cum laude. Robert William Roddy. James Bradley Smith. Helen Melissa Stanley. Dawn Marie Stewart, summa cum laude. Heidi Joanne Switzer, summa cum laude. Yolani Sierra Trejo, cum laude. Kelly Marie Trippy. Jenna Marie Watley, summa cum laude. Thomas Peter Wilson, cum laude.
Good morning. My name is Bill DeAngelis, and I'm the Dean of the School of Mathematics and Sciences. On behalf of the faculty of the School of Mathematics and Sciences, I'm pleased to invite candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science to come forward for the presentation of their degrees.
Lindsay Renee Booker, magna cum laude. Ashley Lynn Bramhall. Haley Nicole Camploni, magna cum laude. Brianna Michelle Chisholm, cum laude. Marie Chansonette Dance. Caitlin Elizabeth Ellis, summa cum laude. Kelsey Noel Floyd, cum laude. Lindsay Kaler Garrison. Tara Caitlin Hay. Crescent Joyce Ann Jones, cum laude. Chantel Simone Lay, magna cum laude. Timothy Adam Luxinger, cum laude. Melissa Brooke Maddox, cum laude. Patrick Brian Menard. Kimberly Diane McIntyre, cum laude. Brianna Marie Morgan, cum laude. Alex Moses Piverall. Callie Ann Poole, magna cum laude. Lauren Ashley Pruitt. Jacob Scott Robertson, cum laude. LaShayla Maritza Scott. Lauren Page Tomlinson. Candace Jenny Turcott. Brandy Marie Ward.
Good morning. I'm Dennis McIntyre. As Dean of the School of Music, I am pleased to invite the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Music Education, and for the first time at Reinhardt, the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater degrees, to come forward for presentation of their degrees.
Jacqueline Marie Baker, cum laude. Joshua Michael Bartolotti, cum laude. Laura Lee Bell, summa cum laude. Lisa Michelle Belk, magna cum laude. Brandon Alexander Brooks, magna cum laude. Mary Louise Deesh. Randy Thomas Dobson, magna cum laude. Lily Dale Freeman, summa cum laude. Joel Michael Griswell, summa cum laude. Brianna Marie Hendrickson, summa cum laude. Anne Marie Kelly. Rachel Elizabeth Langston, magna cum laude. Christopher David Thiem Lawhorn, magna cum laude. Noah Allen May, magna cum laude. Tariva Linnell Moore. Jonathan MacArthur Parham. Jeffrey Kobe Parker, magna cum laude. Matthew Jacob Queen. Rachel Elizabeth Reagan, magna cum laude. Jessica Summersky Ross, cum laude. Tyler A. Smith, cum laude. Sloan Arden Stafford, summa cum laude. Troy Ryan Stevens, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Stokes, summa cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Wilson, magna cum laude.
As Dean of the McCamish School of Business, it's my pleasure to invite the candidates for the Master of Business Administration to come forward for the presentation of their degrees.
Erin Lynette Bailey, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Alexander Ellers Daly. Michelle Nicole Daly. Matthew Jared Stamper. Pamela Slaughter Weeks. Buckley Colt Wheeler.
As Dean of the Price School of Education, I am pleased to invite the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education to come forward for presentation of their degrees.
Kristen Nicole Abernathy, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Ginger Elizabeth Bartlett Plett, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Ann Bingham, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Melanie Suzanne Carroll. Heather Cook Cato. Dana Leanne Childers. Stephanie Elizabeth Collett. Kelly Ann Coltrane. Sarah Waring Dennison, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Melanie Andrea Hawkins. Julie Lynette Heil, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Lori J. Hall. Richard Buchanan Cook, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Regina Ann Martin. Audrienne Massey. Rivonda Aretha McKnight. Kimberly M. Nichols. Catherine Casey Paradiso, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Leslie Ann Pauley. Stephanie M. Puckett, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Charity Renee Riley, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Christy Maricela Santos, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Elizabeth Leanne Skoritz, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Julie Ann Schrout. Jessica Erin Simmons, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Katie Swan, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Stephanie Alicia Tolero. Caitlin Price Thacker, Alpha Chi National Honor Society. Ashley Christine West, Alpha Chi National Honor Society.
As Dean of the School of Music, I am pleased to invite the candidates for the Master of Music to come forward for presentation of their degrees.
Mark Adams. Jennifer Ann Blevins. Mitchell Thomas Roberts.
Will all the candidates for associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees please stand? By the authority vested in me as president of Reinhardt University by the Board of Trustees and the state of Georgia, I hereby declare you to be graduates of Reinhardt University with all the rights and privileges of the appropriate degree as listed on your official records of the university. Congratulations. To signify the new status in our community of scholars, I ask that the degree recipients transfer your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. One more time, parents, spouses, family, and friends, may I present the graduating class of 2013. Graduates, please be seated. There are two groups of people who made today possible for you. We would be remiss if we didn't take time to say thank you to them. Will parents, spouses, and families please stand so our graduates can thank you? Graduates, as time passes, you will have fond memories of your time that you have spent together and a growing appreciation of the gifts that our wonderful faculty have offered you. I ask the faculty to stand so these graduates and I can show our appreciation for your wisdom, your dedication, and your guidance. I now invite Christopher Longhorn, a 2013 Magna Cum Laude School of Music graduate, to come forward and lead us in the singing of our alma mater.
Please stand.
Inspiring, Reinhardt, we
I will now ask 2013 summa cum laude and honors graduate Heidi Switzer to come forward and provide the benediction. Following the benediction, please remain at your seats as Dr. Hyatt leads the platform party, the faculty, and our 2013 graduates from the ceremony. And now please remain standing for the benediction. Heidi?
Graduates, as we leave Reinhardt University, it is my hope and prayer that we never forget the feelings of pride and accomplishment that we are experiencing today, and that no matter what culture, country, or continent we journey to next, we will use our experiences from Reinhardt to bless and encourage those around us. I leave you today with the familiar lyrics from a hymn very close to my heart. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the love of God surround you wherever you may go. Amen.
Thank you.